Heracles and the Nine-Headed Terror. The second of the 12 great labors set before Heracles by King Eurystheus was perhaps the most dreadful, to slay the Lernaean Hydra. For the Hydra was no ordinary beast. It was a serpent-like monster, birthed by the giants Typhon and Echidna, with many venomous heads and breath of poison. Heracles prepared for the journey, taking his bright-eyed nephew, Iolaus, to drive the chariot. Heracles covered his mouth and nose with cloth to protect himself from the Hydra's deadly fumes. Then he drew the beast out. He launched flaming arrows into the creature's lair, stirring the monster into a furious rage. Out of the cave slithered the Hydra. It was a terrifying mass of coils, with 9 long necks, each topped with a hissing head. He struck the first head with a tremendous blow, crushing bone and scale. But just as the head dropped, 2 new, equally dreadful heads immediately sprouted from the wound, thrashing and snapping at the hero. Heracles struck again and again, but with every blow, his problem grew worse. The monster's multitude of heads only multiplied, and soon the swamp was filled with its deadly, acidic breath. It was then that Queen Hera, Heracles' eternal foe, sent a new adversary. A giant crab, Carcinos, scuttled out of the marsh water and clamped its immense claw onto Heracles' foot. Crying out, Heracles quickly stomped the life out of the massive Carcinos. Then, seeing his uncle Heracles in distress, the wise Iolaus called out a suggestion he had swiftly devised. "Uncle, the club is useless. The fire! We must use fire to seal the wounds before new heads can grow." Heracles quickly understood. He shouted for Iolaus to light a torch from the burning reeds. The new plan worked perfectly. Heracles used his sickle to swiftly slice off a head, and before a single sprout could appear, Iolaus ran in and scorched the wound with the blazing torch. One by one, the heads were removed and the wounds cauterized. Finally, only the middle head, the immortal one, remained. Heracles brought his strength to bear, slicing the final head from the beast's body. Heracles then buried the immortal head deep beneath a massive stone, where its evil could not escape, and he soaked his arrows in the Hydra's deadly venom, ensuring no enemy could ever stand against his poisoned shafts. The great labor was done.